Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will start with the 21st problem. So how many? First, 22nd, 23, 24, 25. So these are all the statement problems which are very important. Okay. So let's start. One of the closed cylindrical cans, right circular, of a given volume, 100 cubic centimeters. Find the dimensions of the can which has the minimum surface area. So how to solve this? So there is a closed cylindrical can. And what is constant for this can?
Volume.
The volume is constant because they told given volume. So volume is 100 cubic centimeters, so cc, right? But what is the volume of a cylinder? Pi r square h is the volume of the cylinder, which is a constant. So pi r square h is equal to 100. So this is a constant. But what is varying? R is varying and h is varying. So we need to find one such dimension, that is one such value of R and one such value of H, which will give you the least total surface area among the lot. Okay. So what is the formula for the surface area? S is equal to
2 pi r into h plus r.
2 pi r H plus 2 pi r square. So that is 2 pi r into H plus R. Okay. Now what we can do is, if you observe, the surface area is again a function of two variables. So we need to convert it into one variable. How do we do it?
So
It's
for pi r
better you take.
So
Find
we
the
can
H.
say h is equal to 100 divided by pi r square.
H is equal to 100 divided by pi r square. So 2 pi r into 100 divided by pi r square plus r. Can I write it like this? So when I multiply, so 2 pi and pi, so 200 divided by r 2 pi r square, right? So 200 divided by r plus 2 pi r square is the value of s. So do ds by dr equal to 0. Find out what is the value of r and h. So S is equal to 200 by R plus 2 pi R square, right? So ds by dr is equal to minus 200 divided by R square plus 4 pi R. So this will be equal to 0. So 200 divided by 4 pi will be equal to R cube, which implies R is equal to 200 divided by 4 pi, the whole power 1 by 3. So once you get the value of R, find out the value of H and then substitute it back. So this part I'm leaving it to you. You can do test homework. We'll go to the next problem. So next one, there is a wire of 8 meter. One of the pieces is to be made into a square and the other into a circle. What should be the length of the two pieces so that the combined area of the square and the circle is minimum? So how do we do it? So let's say the length L is 28 meters. So it is broken into two parts such that one length is L1 and the second length is L2. Okay, what is the relation between them? L1 plus L2 is equal to 28 meter, right? Yes, 28 meter. Now let's say L1 is converted to a square. Then L1 should be equal to what?
4a1.
So L1 should be equal to 4a, which implies a will be equal to L1 by 4, where a is the side of the square. Similarly, what will L2 be equal to?
2 pi
2
r.
pi r. 2 pi r. So which implies r is equal to L2 divided by 2 pi. Let this be 2. So a is the side of the square. So what is going to be its area? So the total area is going to be a square plus pi r square. Can I write it like this? So a square is nothing but L1 square by 16 plus pi into L2 square divided by 4 pi square. Right? So if you observe, area is a function of L1 and L2. So how can you write L1 in terms of L2?
28 minus.
28 minus L2.
L1 you can write it as 28 minus L2, substitute it and then differentiate and solve it. Okay. This part also I'm leaving it to you. So I'll only discuss the idea. Solving part is yours. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll go to the next problem. Try framing the equations. So what is the question? Prove that the volume of the largest cone that can be inscribed in a sphere of radius r is 8 by 27 times the volume of the sphere. So we need to prove that the volume of the cone is equal to 8 by 27 of the volume of the sphere, provided the volume of the cone is the greatest. So if I take a sphere, then there is going to be a cone inscribed in it, right? So if I take this to be r and this to be r, okay. So I'll do one thing. Radius is given as capital R, right? So radius of the sphere is capital R. The radius of the cone, let it be smaller. Okay, and let volume of the cone they are trying. So volume of cone is equal to 1 by 3 pi small r square into h. So this is supposed to be maximum. Am I right? So what is the volume of the sphere? Volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. Since they have told inscribed in a sphere of radius capital R, the volume of the sphere is also constant because the volume is dependent only on radius. So 4 by 3 pi r cube, this is a constant. So volume of sphere is kept constant. So volume of cylinder cone has to be maximum. Now how can I relate small r, capital R and h? This is what we need to think of. So how do we proceed? Any idea?
Sir, I think we use that height ratio 2:1.
2 are equal to h.
2r is equal to
H.
why? It is not 2r.
Sir, can we use that large cone that can be inscribed in a sphere of radius 8 by 27 of the volume of the sphere?
That is what we need to prove. How can you use the one which we need to prove? We need to find a relation. Think in terms of ratios and all other parameters.
Two is to 1.
How do you know it is 2:1? Because smaller is not constant. Think no. So so if you look at it, this is how the diagram is. So this is the center of the sphere. This distance is r. The total height is h. So this distance also I have taken it as r because it's the radius of the sphere. Right? then how much will this distance be?
H
H
minus.
minus R. Yes, think in terms of these values. So capital R square is equal to H minus capital R the whole square plus small r square. Okay. Now R square I can write it as H minus capital R the whole square minus R square. So what do I get? Wait, I'll draw it again. So volume of the cylinder is equal to 1 by 3 pi R square H. So volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. Okay. And this is how the cone is. So from this point, this is capital R. So this is capital R. This is H minus R. And this is small r. So H minus R the whole square plus small r square is equal to capital R square. So which implies R square is equal to capital R square minus H minus R the whole square. So is it right? So R square minus of, what do we get? H square plus R
2HR
square.
minus H square.
So R square and R square will get cancelled. So 2HR minus H square. So R square is this value. So if you substitute it back in the cone equation, you will get 1 by 3 pi into, instead of small r square, I can write it as 2H capital R minus H square into H. Is it clear? So this will be 2 pi R H square divided by 3 minus H cube, pi H cube divided by 3. Now the volume of the cone is a function of H. So dVc divided by dH should be equal to 0, which implies 4 pi R H divided by 3 minus 3 pi H square divided by 3 should be equal to 0. So 3 and 3 will get cancelled.
The bigger is constant.
Yes, they have given it, no?
Oh, okay.
So H will be equal to 4R by 3. So this might also be asked. Prove that the height of the cone, which has the maximum volume that can be inscribed in a sphere, has a height of 4R by 3, where R is the radius of the sphere. Okay, if I substitute this 4R by 3 back in R square, what do I get? This is where R square is. So 2 into 4R square by 3 minus 16R square divided by 9. So how much is this? 8R square by 3 minus 16R square by 9. So multiply and divide with 3, I'll get 24 minus 16 is 8R square divided by 9. So this is the value of small r square. So what is the volume of the cone? 1 by 3 pi
R square H.
small r square into small h. So small r square is 1 by 3 into pi into small r square is capital 8R square divided by 9 into the value of h is 4R divided by 4R by 3. Okay. So this will be how much? 32 pi
R square by 81.
pi r cube
Pi R cube 81.
by 81. This is the volume of the cone. So volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r square, r cube. So take the ratio of both. What is Vc by Vs? It will be 8 by 9. 8 by 9 only, no? They asked us to prove. Or 8 by 7.
8 by 27, sir.
8 by 27, no? Yeah, 3 into 27 is 81. Yeah. 8 by 27. Did you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
So this is a very, very important question. Okay. This question gets repeated most of the times in CBSE. Also, it came in mains 2019, even without a number change. It directly came. You just had to take 8 by 27. Is the method clear? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you
Yes,
show
sir.
that slide, sir?
From where?
The last part.
This part?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Done, sir.
Okay. We'll go to the next problem. So try the next one. So what are they saying? Show that the right circular cone of least curved surface area and given volume has an altitude equal to √2 times the radius of the base. This is similar to the example problem which we did. Okay. So can you people try? Show that the right circular cone of least curved surface area and given volume has an altitude equal to √2 times its radius of the base. So you have a right circular cone. For this right circular cone, what is constant?
Volume.
Volume.
Yeah. So the volume is constant, right? So volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So this is a constant. Now what is that we need to prove?
H is equal
H is
to
equal to √2 r.
√2 r.
Yeah. So what is the curved surface area of a cone?
Pi rl.
Pi rl. Is it all?
Yes, sir.
Pi RL into L plus R.
That is total. No, sir.
That is the total, no?
Pi rl.
Oh, CSA is pi RL, yeah.
Yeah, it is pi rl, right? So here the slant height is L. So they've asked curved surface area only, no? So curved surface
Sir,
area has
I'm
to be,
not able to hear you, sir.
so pi rl. Yeah, now you are able to hear?
Yeah, sir. Now here.
So the curved surface area is pi rl. We need to prove that this is the least. Okay, so how to prove? How many variables do we have?
2.
2.
They didn't say the slant height, no? So there are actually 3 variables, no? Show that the right circular cone of least curved surface area and given volume has an altitude equal to √2 times the radius of the base. So actually there are 3 variables. What are the 3 variables? H, R and L. So area is dependent on R and L. Okay. Instead of R, can we write in terms of one variable? So can we convert area as a function of one variable? What can we use? I can use H is equal to 3V divided by pi r square. Right? So H is equal to 3V divided by pi r square. Do you understand this? So let this be equation number 1, this be 2. And H square plus R square is equal to L square, which implies L is equal to root of H square plus R square. So in the place of H square, substitute this. So root of 9V square divided by pi square R power 4 plus R square. Did you understand this? So this is L. So I'll do one thing. I'll do it separately. Listen. So you have a right circular cone. So this is R, this is H, and this is L. So volume is constant, which is 1 by 3 pi r square h, which implies h is equal to 3v divided by pi r square. Let this be equation number 1. So the area of this cone is pi into r into L. That is the curved surface area. So pi into r into, in the place of L, what can I write? L square is equal to h square plus r square, right? Which implies L square is equal to, in the place of h, I am substituting this 3v by pi r square. That will be 9v square divided by pi square r power 4. So pi square r power 4 plus r square, right? Then L will be equal to root of 9v square divided by pi square r power 4 plus r square, right? So r into, in the place of L, can I write it as root of 9v square divided by pi square r power 4 plus r square. Can I write it like this? A is equal to. So you remember when I told you, when x is maximum or x is minimum, x square is also maximum or minimum, right? You have area here. To eliminate the square root, what you can do is find out what is the value for which a square is least. Now, if you observe, area is a function of one variable. What is the variable? R. Everything else is a constant, right? So area will be equal to. Is there anyone having doubt till this step?
No, sir.
No,
Yeah,
sir.
right. Okay.
No, sir.
So area is equal to this thing, right? So a square will be equal to pi square r square into 9v square divided by pi square r power 4 plus r square. Now this a square, you can treat it as some variable a dash. So d a dash divided by dr should be equal to 0 for maximum or minimum. Solve this and tell me what is the answer. So what you can do to a dash is multiply the pi r square inside, pi square inside. So you will have 9v square divided by r square plus pi square r cube. Okay. So dA dash by dr will be equal to 9v square into derivative of 1 by r square is minus 1 by r power 4 into derivative of 2r square is 2r plus pi square into 3r square. Okay, this and this will get cancelled. So this should be equal to 0, which implies 9v square divided by, yeah,
Sir, isn't it r power 4 pi square r power 4?
by pi square r power 4.
There's an r square and an r square.
No, r square is, this is in the denominator and this is in the numerator.
No, sir.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yes. Oh, this one you're saying pi square
Yes.
r power. Yeah, that's right. So then it will be 4 pi r cube.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So 4 pi r cube. Then 9v square by r power 3 into 2 is there, right? 18v square by r power 3. 18v square by r power 3 will be equal to 4 pi cube into r power 3. So you're getting power 1 by 6. Right? So what are they asking us to prove? Given volume has an altitude equal to root 2 times the radius of the base. Altitude equal to root 2 times the base. So which implies r power 6 is equal to 18v square divided by 4 pi cube. So what is that we need for? Okay, then what is r square from this? So which implies r square will be equal to 18 power 1 by 3 into v power 2 by 3 divided by square means 1 by 3 only. Yeah. So 4 pi cube the whole power 1 by 3. Don't go this complicated. Just give me a minute. Can people check the calculation?
Sir, it should be 8 pi r cube.
Where?
No.
It is 4 pi r cube only.
No, sir.
No, first of all, it is 4 pi square into r cube. So why did I write 4 pi r cube? It is just 4 r cube. No? It's 4 r cube. So pi is there, pi square is there, only one. So 4 pi square. So this is which question? 24.
24.
So what we did is right only. Nothing wrong. This is right. So this r power 6, no? So r power 6 is 18v square by 4 pi cube, or I can write it as 9v square divided by 2 pi cube.
So that is pi square, sir.
Pi square, yeah. So I've divided with numerator and denominator with 2. So r power 6 is 9v square divided by 2 pi square. Then what is going to be the height? So height is written as 3v divided by, what did we take height as? 3v divided by pi r square.
R squared.
3v divided by pi r square. So 3 into 3 by pi r square into what is going to be the volume of the cone? So 1 by 3. Then again things will get cancelled. Wait. So just a minute.
So can we square h and take it as?
You cannot take square. You cannot square h because that is what you need to prove, no?
No, sir. Then we can take it as root at the end.
We'll do one thing. You'll square in. What will you take?
So it will become 9v square by pi r per 4. That one we can substitute an r per.
Okay, you want to square and do it. Okay, square it. Then you will get 9v square divided by pi r per 4. Then what do you want to do?
Now we can the r per 6.
Instead we can. So if you cube it, what will you get? Instead, if you raise it power 3, then you might get pi power 6. No, r power 6. Shall we try that? Maybe you can directly substitute r power 6 itself. So h is equal to what did we get? 3 pi divided by pi r square, right? Pi r power 4. What is it? Pi r square.
Yes, sir. Right.
Pi r square, no?
Yes,
So
sir.
since we have r power 6, why don't we try to raise the power by 3? So h cube means I can write it as 27v cube divided by pi into r power 6.
Pi cube.
Pi
sir.
cube, sir.
Pi cube, sir.
Pi cube, right? Pi cube into r power 6. Is there anything that will get cancelled? Let's substitute and see. No? So h cube will be equal to 27 into v cube divided by pi cube into r power 6 is 9v square divided by 2 pi square, right? 1v will get cancelled 3 times pi square and this will go. So 6v divided by pi is h cube. So v is equal to pi h cube divided by 6. Right? Is this right?
Yes, sir.
So then what we can do is, let this be equation number 1. Let this be equation number 2. Take 2 and substitute it in 1. So when you take 2 and substitute in 1, r power 6 will be equal to 9 into, instead of v square, can I write it as pi square h power 6 divided by 36 divided by 2 pi square. Did you understand what I did? So in the place of v, I substituted pi h by 6, pi h cube by 6. So this will be like this. So pi square and pi square will get cancelled. It will go 4 times. So r power 6 will be equal to h power 6 divided by 8, which implies h power 6 is equal to 8 into r power 6. Sorry, h power 6 is equal to 8 into r power 6. Right? Then what will h cube be? H cube will be 2 into r cube. Then h will be, h should be 2 power 1 by 3.
1 by 3.
Sir, I got it, sir, by using square, sir.
You got it by square, huh?
Ah, yes, sir.
Just tell me, 1 minute, is there anything wrong in what we did here? So 4, 9 into 4, 36. So 9 into v
Sir, we
square.
are cubing, sir. So r h power 6 will become h power 2, sir.
Which one?
Down, sir. We're taking cube root, sir.
Cube root means it becomes h square. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we are taking the cube root means, so h square will be equal to 2r square, which implies h is equal to root 1. So slightly a lengthy problem. Mark this as important and try it again. So anyone having a doubt? Naveen, was that you who told squaring on both the sides?
It's Sachin, sir.
Sorry?
Sachin, sir.
Sachin, you got the answer? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Like that?
In
Okay.
3 steps I got it.
3 steps you got it. Huh? Okay. So where did you ask me to cube? Square it here. Huh? H is equal to 3v by pi r square.
Ah, yes, sir.
Okay, let me try that. R power 6, what is that we have? R power 6 is?
9v square by 2 pi square.
Okay, 9v square by 2 pi square. Okay, let me take this as 1. So h is 3v by pi r square, right? So you want me to square this. H square is equal to 9v square by pi r power 4. After that?
In that first equation, sir, we are taking r square is equal to 9v square by 2 pi square into r power 4.
Okay, you wanted to write it like that. So, okay, good. So r
Sir, that
square,
is pi square, no, sir?
where pi square carry up?
Yes, pi, sir. The h value, sir.
Though you wanted to split r power 6 as r square into r power 4, this will be 9v square by 2 pi square. Is that what you did?
Yes, sir. Bring r power 4 down, sir.
So you brought
Cross.
r power down. So you will have r square is equal to, yeah, this is also a good idea. 2 by 2 pi into r power 4. So 9v square by pi r power 4 is nothing but h square.
H.
So r square is equal to h square by 2. Yeah, that's also right. So h is equal to root 2. Yeah, there is also another way. I think this is easier. The second method is easier. So you can take this one. Done? Is there anyone who's copying?
Done, sir.
Done? Okay. So we'll go to the next one. The 25th one. Show that the semi-vertical angle of a cone of the maximum volume and of given slant height is tan inverse root 2. So there is a cone. So to this cone, you need to prove that the semi-vertical angle alpha is equal to how much? Tan inverse of root 2, provided the volume of the cone is maximum. And what is given? The slant height is a constant, right? So you can take this as L. You can take this as R. You can take this as H. Okay. So L is constant means. So question number 25, right? So volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So this has to be maximum. So L is given. Maximum. So this is a very simple problem. How to do this? H by L is how much? H by L is cos alpha. R by L is
Sin alpha.
sin alpha. So I can write H is equal to L cos alpha. R is equal to L sin alpha. So I'll substitute both in the value of V. So V will be equal to 1 by 3 pi into R square, that is L square sin square alpha into H, that is L cos alpha. Okay. So 1 by 3 pi into L cube into sin square alpha cos alpha, this is equal to the volume. Right? So this volume is a function of how many variables now?
2 variables.
Why?
No, sir. One variable.
When slant height, no, slant height is constant, so alpha is the variable. dV by d. So which implies 1 by 3 pi into, it will be pi L cube into, so it will be 3 L 2 sin alpha cos alpha into 1 cos alpha plus sin square alpha into minus sin alpha. Sin square alpha into minus sin alpha, this is equal to 0. So this will be 1 by 3 pi L cube into 2 sin alpha cos square alpha minus sin square alpha sin alpha. This will be equal to 0. So sin alpha cannot be 0. No calculation mistake. No, sin alpha into cos square alpha plus sin square alpha into minus sin alpha. So sin alpha will get cancelled. So this will also go to the other side. So what do you have? 2 cos square alpha is equal to sin square alpha, which implies tan square alpha is equal to 2. Then what should tan alpha be? Root 2, which implies alpha is got it?
Yes, sir.
See, second derivative part, second derivative test part, don't forget. We'll do the next one. Show that the semi-vertical angle of a right circular cone of given surface area and maximum volume is sine inverse of 1 by root 3. So here what is given? Given surface area.
Total.
Surface area means total surface area is a constant. So 26, right? 26, yeah. So surface area given is pi r square L plus pi r square. This is a constant. And what is that we need to prove? We need to prove that the semi-vertical angle of this particular cone, when its volume is maximum, is sine inverse 1 by 3. So So this is h, this is L, this is alpha. So pi r square L plus pi r square. So our work is to involve the angle into the area, right? So what can we do? Okay, volume has to be maximum. Volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So 1 by 3 into pi into, what is the value of r?
Root over L square minus H square.
Is there any way we can involve the angle alone? So this problem will
L
be
sin
slightly,
alpha.
this problem will be slightly lengthy because you have 4 variables actually. H, R, L and alpha. 4 variables are there. It will be similar to the 24th one. Okay, we'll try to do. So V is equal to 1 by 3 pi into, in the place of R, can I write it as L sin alpha? I'm directly writing it. In the place of H, can I write it as L cos alpha? Right? So this will be 1 by 3 pi into L square sin alpha into cos alpha. Let's take this as equation number 1 and this as 2. From 1, I know that A is equal to pi r square into L plus pi r square. Right? So A, can I write it as pi into, in the place of R again, I will write it as L sin alpha. So L square sin square alpha. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, in volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h, so it will be L sin alpha the whole square, no, sir?
Oh, yeah, L sin alpha. So L square sin square alpha. Right? So L square sin square alpha. So pi into L square sin square alpha into L plus pi r square, that is L square sin square alpha.
Sir, then it would be L cube, no, sir?
Wait. Yeah, pi RL actually. Dimensionally it is wrong, no? Pi RL. So RL is L sin alpha into L. So here I wrote it wrong because pi r square L will give you what? Volume. So area is equal to pi into L square into sin alpha plus sin square alpha. Can I write it like this? So L square will be equal to A divided by pi into, or pi sin alpha into 1 plus sin alpha. Did you understand what I did? So I will take this as equation number 3. Take 3 and substitute it in 2. In the place of L square, replace with this parameter. Then you will get the volume as a function of sin alpha, volume as a function of alpha, then differentiate and then proceed.
Sir, it will be L cube, sir.
Where L cube?
1 by 3 pi L cube sin alpha cos.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1 by 3 pi L cube. So L square is this value, means you have to take this as power 1 by 3 and then proceed. So power 1 by 2 and then proceed. Okay. So L will be A by pi into sin alpha into 1 plus sin alpha, the whole power half. Take that value and substitute it in the place of 2 and then proceed. It is slightly a lengthy problem. Okay. So what will be the value of volume? Volume will be pi by 3 into L cube. L cube is A by pi sin alpha into 1 plus sin alpha, the whole power 3 by 2 into sin square alpha into cos alpha. Got it? So if you want to eliminate this 1 by 2, what you can do? If volume has to be maximum, then its square will also be maximum. So V square will also be maximum. So pi by 3 into, we can write it as A divided by pi sin alpha into 1 plus sin alpha, the whole power 3 into sin power 4 alpha into cos square alpha. Okay. So let's try to simplify this. Sin power 4 alpha
Sir, it's pi square by 9.
That pi square by 9, sir.
Yeah, pi square by 9. So anything else? A by pi sin alpha into 1 plus sin alpha, the whole power 3. So this will be sin cube alpha into cos square alpha. Now I have to write v square is equal to pi square a cube divided by 9 pi cube into sin cube alpha into cos square alpha divided by 1 plus sin alpha. Got it? Sin alpha, the whole cube. Now what we can do is, you can do, so I will call this v square as v dash. So dv dash divided by d alpha should be equal to 0. So when you do that, this constant will go, differentiate it and equate it to 0, you will get the answer. So it is 1 plus sin alpha the whole cube into, you have to apply UV rule here and then proceed. Just let me check if there is an easy way to solve this. So A is equal to pi RL plus pi R square. So volume is 1 by 3 pi R square H. L square into sin alpha. Sin square. No other way. They have to go with this. Differentiate and then tell me.
Sir, it's 3 sin square alpha cos cube alpha.
Tell me.
3 sin square alpha
Okay.
cos cube alpha
Cos cube alpha. Yeah.
minus 2 cos alpha sin power 4 alpha
Okay.
by 1 plus sin whole
No, you will
square
have a
9.
UV, no, plus minus this thing, you didn't do a
Minus
sin
sin cube alpha cos
into
square
cos square
alpha
alpha into
into
3
3
plus
plus 3 sin
1 plus sin alpha
alpha
the whole square into cos alpha.
into minus cos alpha.
Why minus cos alpha?
Sin derivative cos
No, cos only, no?
sorry sir, cos alpha.
Yeah, 1 plus this thing. So what will get cancelled? 1 plus sin alpha the whole square and this will get cancelled. So we have 3 sin square alpha cos cube alpha minus 2 cos alpha into sin power 4 alpha, the whole multiplied with 1 plus sin alpha minus 3 sin cube alpha into cos cube alpha equal to 0. Right. So what will get cancelled? I can cancel sin square. So sin square, here sin square is gone. Here one sin is left. Similarly, cos is gone. Cos square, and here cos square. So what is that you are left out with? 3 cos square alpha minus 2 sin square alpha into 1 plus sin alpha is equal to 3 sine alpha into cos square alpha. Okay. So when you expand and write it, you will have 3 cos square alpha plus 3 cos square alpha sine alpha, 3 cos square alpha sine alpha minus 2 sine square alpha minus 2 sine cube alpha is equal to 3 sine alpha into cos square alpha. So 3 sine alpha cos square alpha, and this will be con. Okay, 3 cos square alpha should be equal to 2 sine square alpha into 1 plus sine alpha. So sine square alpha, we can convert it to cos square alpha. Wait. So what I'll do is 3 cos square alpha minus 2 into 1 minus cos square alpha minus 2 sine cube alpha is equal to 0. So 3 cos square alpha minus 2 plus 2 cos square alpha minus 2 sine cube alpha equal to 0. So it will be 5 cos square alpha minus 2 sine cube alpha equal to 0. So the sign has to be eliminated. No mistake, right?
Sir, can you scroll it up a little bit, sir?
Here.
Yes, sir.
See this problem. Let's just try using the distances itself. Let's go with the Pythagoras theorem. Leave this method.
Sir, instead of converting cos, we can convert.
Instead of converting to cos, we can convert.
So we can convert sine, cos to sine, sir.
Then are you getting a cube? Yeah. But it should not go this lengthy. Okay, I'll check this. So 3 into So 3 into 1 minus sine square alpha minus 2 sine square alpha minus 2 sine cube alpha equal to 0. Can I write it like this? So 3 minus 5 sine square alpha minus 2 sine cube alpha equal to 0. So what is the value of alpha that you can choose? So if I write it as 3 minus 5, if I take this as x square minus 2x cube equal to 0, where x is equal to sine alpha, then what is the value of x at the starting time? So the value of x I am able to see is minus 1. So when you substitute minus 1, wait, let me write it like this. 2x cube minus 5x plus 5x square minus 3 equal to 0. When I put x is equal to minus 1, it is satisfying the equation. So I do the synthetic division method. So 2, 5, 0 and minus 3. So minus 1 here, 0, 2, it is minus 2, 3. So it is minus 3 here. It is minus 3. So it will be 3.
So we can directly reduce it in the first step itself, sir.
1 minute. So 2x square plus 3x minus 3 equal to 0. So what are all the values of x that you get? X plus 1 into 6 is there, no? So minus 6 means how can you split it?
Sir, we can't split, sir.
No, not splitting, right?
Yeah, sir.
I think there is some mistake.
Sir,
Is there any mistake in the steps?
sir, I can say one step, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
3 into
No,
1
I'm
minus.
asking 1 minute. Is there any mistake in the step which we did? Is there any calculation?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
No, see, one thing is I have a space constraint. It's a very big problem. I'm not able to see the mistake. Okay, so nothing wrong, no?
No, sir.
Okay, then you should get the answer. This method is right only. Yeah, tell me, Siddharth, by any chance did you get the answer?
Sir, we can write it as 3 into
No,
1
stop.
minus
Okay.
3 into 1 minus sine square alpha equal to 2 sine square alpha into 1 plus sine alpha.
Oh, you want to split it as 1 minus sine alpha into 1 plus sine alpha and then proceed.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Did you get the answer in that way? You're still not getting, then there should be some calculation mistake. So 3 into 1 minus sine square alpha should be equal to 2 sine alpha into 1 plus sine alpha, right? So 3 into 1 minus sine alpha into 1 plus sine alpha is equal to 2 sine alpha into 1 plus sine alpha. So we can cancel this and this. So 3 minus 3 sine alpha is equal to 2 sine alpha. So 5 sine alpha is equal to 3. But they asked us to prove sine alpha is sine inverse of 1 by 3. No? We are getting 3 by 5. Can you just go through the calculation once again in your notes? So 5 sine
Sir,
alpha
it's
is
2 sine square alpha, sir.
where?
The right side.
2 sine square. Oh, okay. 2 sine square alpha into this thing.
Sir, but
Then
you
what will
get
you
the
get?
same quadratic equation.
That's what you will get, no? That's what I did. No, expanding and doing it, you will get the same quadratic. That we are not able to simplify. No, sine square alpha plus 3 sine alpha minus 3 equal to 0. This we can. So sine alpha is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. 4 is 8 into this. 3 is 24. No, this will not get solved. So root 33 is coming. Okay. So I'll check this problem and get back. I guess there should be some mistake here. If I write in the book, it will be clear for me. Or if anybody has found it out, let me know. So actually the problem should not be this lengthy. Let me take this as R, this as H, and this as L. So what is the question? Can someone read it out? This is the alternate method. So what is the question? Show that the
semi-vertical angle of right cone, circular cone of the given surface area and the maximum volume is sine.
So pi RL plus, yeah, I got it. So pi RL plus pi R square is constant. This is constant, right? And volume has to be maximum. So volume is equal to 1 by 3 pi R square H. So we are doing all the conversions because we have more than one variable. Right? One by 3 into pi into. In the place of H, can we write it as root of L square minus R square? I'm just trying to write it in terms of one variable and then proceed. If that is going to simplify. I'll just write the expression and give it to you guys, you solve it. So R will be difficult for us. So H is equal to root of L square minus R square. So what is the value of L? So from this L will be equal to A minus pi R square divided by pi R. Okay. So take this and substitute it here, square root of a minus pi r square by pi r the whole square minus r. Okay, this is the value of x. Take this and substitute it here. Then volume will be a function of r. You can try in this way also and see whichever is easier. You can take that into consideration. That angle one, I will try to solve it in the book and send you the solution. Okay, here I'm not able to find the mistake, but this method also should work. So once you get the volume, so volume, yeah, tell me, 1 by 3 pi.
This method would work, sir. And I can
Sorry, I
tell you
didn't.
the final answer. Like what will be the simplified form of V?
This one of v when you substitute this way.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, without mistake, because if mistake again our time will get wasted. You're sure that there is no mistake?
Okay, I'm sure.
Sure, then tell me. So 1 by 3 pi r square into.
I can tell you the final answer, sir. It's too long.
Is it too long?
It's very long.
Okay. But we should go with either of the methods. This problem is lengthy that I can confirm. It's not simple. It is because they have given us the total area. Had it been curved surface area, maybe the problem would have been easier for us. Because it's not following a pattern. Here you have r, here you have r square. I'm not able to simplify that. Okay, so that is the issue. So have you solved it? This expression, do one thing, no? You solve it completely, differentiate, and then check if you're getting the answer. Once you get the value of r, okay, once you get the value of r, try to find out what is the value of L. So once you get r, substitute it here, you will get the value of L. Then this is the semi-vertical angle they are trying to say. Sine alpha will be equal to r divided by L. You will find r, you will find L, substitute and see it should be in the ratio 1:3. So this problem, I'll try to do it in the book and send it to you guys. Okay. So the next two problems we'll do. So the point on the curve x square is equal to y, which is nearest to the point 0, 5. This is similar to the example problem. This I'm leaving it to you. For all real values of x, the minimum of 1 minus x plus x square divided by 1 plus x square is equal to what? So for all real values of x, the minimum value of 1 minus x plus x square divided by 1 plus x square. So how are you guys proceeding?
Differentiating.
Okay, do that. So in this, there is anyone with the answer?
Sir, option D.
What is the value of x you got?
Plus or minus 1.
Plus or minus 1. Again, did you do the second derivative test?
I just substituted in method.
Okay. See, if at all the second derivative test is going very long, what you can do is I can give you another idea. Do that f dash of x, you do the left limit and the right limit test, no? That is the first derivative test itself. You can do that. Check whether the function is going from increasing to decreasing or decreasing to increasing. Okay. You can do that test also, but the test is important for you to find out whether it is minimum or maximum. Okay. Now we can do the 29th also. So what is the answer for 29th? Anyone was completed? So for 28th answer is D, fourth option.
Yes, sir.
So for 28, it's B option, sir.
28. Right. Someone told answer is D. What is the right answer?
Sir,
What is
I
given?
don't have to check, sir.
D,
I will
sir.
check and check.
Sir, D, sir.
Right only, no? 1 by 3 is right, no?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I'm getting 1, sir.
So what is the value? X is equal to plus or minus 1, no? Substitute and see. So you will get
Okay.
1 by 3 or 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 1.
Yes,
You
sir,
will
I
get 1.
made a mistake, sir.
Out of 1 and 1 by 3, the answer is 1 by 3 only.
Sir, a doubt, sir.
Tell me.
Can I blindly substitute like 1, 0 and 1 for the value x and we can find the value right, sir? Like without any differentiation.
But what value will you substitute?
They gave minimum value, right? So 1, 0 and minus 1 I tried, sir. In that I got 1 by 3. That's the minimum value.
For which 9th? For 28.
28, sir.
You cannot do that. You do because it is for all real values of x. Why will you choose only 1, minus 1 and 0? They didn't say, they told, see, whatever is the real value of x, that is out of the whole real number system from minus infinity to plus infinity, what is the value at which you are getting the minimum?
So, but 1 and 0 are the minimum numbers, right? So it won't be infinity or minus infinity.
So you can write it in terms of denominator 1 plus x plus x square, 1 plus x plus x square. Then how much should I compensate with? Then this is 1. So 1 minus 1 plus x square. You can do this one. You're able to understand what I did?
So can you repeat again?
No, I wrote 1 minus x by x square by 1 plus. So 1, I'm not disturbing the denominator. The numerator, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to write it in terms of denominator. I wrote it as 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square minus, I'm compensating it with 2x. Because see, minus 2x plus x will give me minus x.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I can write it like this. In some problems, what will happen is, you will get this as a perfect square. Are you able to understand? So you will get this as a perfect square and it will be 1 plus some perfect square. So this whole value will be least when the perfect square is least. What is the least value of perfect square possible? What is the least value of a square? It is 0. So then the minimum value will be 1 plus 0. That's it. For this problem, it will not work, or else I would have told you that. It will not work because you have a minus and this thing is not a perfect square. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
this is another way. So you cannot use trial and error method. Anybody with the answer for 29?
Sir,
So 28th, 29th. So I'll do one thing. Send you, right? I'll try to solve in both the methods and send it to you. So whichever method is comfortable for you, you can take it. So 29th, you guys practice it again. Once I send the solution. Okay. So with this chapter, I will start. That is second volume.
Okay. Your voice is
And
breaking.
this week, is it fine now?
Now okay, sir.
Yeah. So I'm saying 29th problem, do it as homework. 26th, I will solve and send it in both the methods.
Sir, can you say once again, sir? I'm not able to hear you. Your voice is a bit lower, sir.
Is everyone having the same problem?
Yes,
No, sir, we are able to hear you.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. So what I'm trying to say is we will have, so I'll send you the solution for this, then you people try it again is what I'm trying to say. And the next point is this Saturday, or let's make it Sunday itself. Okay. This Sunday, you will have a test in this.
Sir, now your voice is breaking.
I'm saying this Sunday you will have test for 40 marks, the same time 5 to 6:30 p.m.
Okay, sir.
And
Okay,
be ready
sir.
next integrals. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
One minute.